When I start shooting, all y'all gonna clear out.
I will say at the start of the video, I will not be showing anything that's related to Tekken within this video. What we're going to be discussing in this video is serious. The crack, the demo, and there is one leak that I'll talk about later on. But I can't show anything because if I do, Bandai Namco could give me another strike. And believe it or not, I have 2 strikes once again. I got a second strike again a while ago, and we're in the danger zone. So I can't take any chances. We're going to be showing Smite gameplay and I will be explaining everything. I will show you what I can, but I cannot show you anything that's the actual Tekken game. So let's jump into this. At the time of recording, like 10 hours ago, the Tekken 8 demo went live for PC and Xbox. And we knew it was going to be cracked just going based off of what happened in the past 2 times PC was able to play it. It was more so about sitting around and waiting what the PC players were going to find. But I do want to say, even before PC players got their hands on it, just PlayStation alone was causing havoc. So I haven't tried it myself and I don't know how you would actually do it, but I did confirm that there is a way to play multiplayer on the Tekken 8 demo for PlayStation 5. The PlayStation has a screen share functionality, and through that you can share the demo with someone on your friends list, and there's a weird way where you both can play against each other and experience some kind of multiplayer. When this will be patched out, if it will be patched out, I don't know. In the past versions, when Tekken 8 got cracked, the closed network test and the beta test, PC players were able to establish a form of online, connect one PC to another, and you two directly play against one another, but never before have I seen this happen with PlayStation in any form. So the tricks and tactics is evolving. Another thing that I also will mention as well, in the closed network test, I didn't really check if it existed in the beta because the beta you had access to many different outfits, so there was no reason to use this sort of exploit. But in the closed network test, there was a way that you can basically manipulate the character select screen and get the player to outfit. In the demo, that bug has been patched. There is no way, I tried it, there's no way to get the secondary outfits to appear on your character even though they're still in the game. So the developers is watching the shenanigans that's going on and they're actively trying to patch it out and prevent these things from happening. Now this carries us over to the demo being cracked on PC. We all knew it was going to happen. It's pretty much impossible to prevent PC players from cracking something. No matter what it is, if you allow a PC player to download it, they will crack it. And this is basically why PC is so popular, because you have so much control over the content you purchase. Not even an hour after the demo went live, it was cracked. There was some mentions of it on Reddit, but I think that stuff was snubbed out by the mods. But really 4chan, Reddit, and even Twitter is at the forefront of these things. In the official version, you have access to 4 characters: Kazuya, Jin, Paul, and Nina. The PC players, through cracking the game, they found a way to access a large portion of the roster, and not only that, you can play them, but also you can have like a ghost version of them, and they basically get the full experience that you do with the 4 characters for the other characters. You guys may recognize this name. I often reference it when we talk about leaks or cracked versions. This person has a string of tweets, and I'll be referencing them throughout because they basically give a good breakdown of everything that's happening. But the first tweet that I'll start off with, it says Tekken 8 Steam demo only has 18 characters. Ignoring boss characters, the character select menu is gutted to only have 4 characters animations. Playing as all 18 will be possible, but not in any respectable capacity. Here they have the screenshot of the 18 characters that they're referring to. Now, if you remember, there's another programmer, shout out to this person, I often refer to them as well, Thinking, aka Shootsman. They gave us a breakdown of the code words that the developers use when describing characters in code. You can see Animal is Jun Kazama, Ant is Jin, BSN, that one is new, Cat is Azuzina, and the list goes on. There's some new abbreviations here, but there's a lot of old ones as well. These is basically the characters that is confirmed to be playable in this game. I only seen screenshots of really Shahid. A lot of people are gravitating to that guy for whatever reason. And then also Brian Ferry is another tweet that went super viral. And then of course Steve Fox, a lot of people are interested in him as well. We all knew it was going to be cracked, and it's really about like limiting the fallout, limiting how much damage is done. The developers this time around, they really learned, bro. They really did everything they can to limit how much PC players were able to do. Some of the characters, when you do crack them, they don't fully work like real characters. And then also a lot of the stuff that was leaked in past versions of the game has been scrubbed. But what I do want to do now is shift over and talk about the leak. I will not be spoiling anything in this video, but I will give a spoiler warning. But what I want to talk about is sort of the more official aspect of it. I think what Harada is doing is really interesting because, you know, some people don't care about story. They really see it as a burden. Tekken would be better without it. I think that's a ridiculous mindset. But Harada, he values story a lot. And even though they are revealing a lot, there's still so much left to be explored. We don't know how long the game is, roughly 3-4 hours, but I will say everything that they showed us through marketing and just promotional material, it all seems like it's basically in the first few moments of the game, believe it or not. We all know that they did the demo of Tekken 8 that's like the first chapter of the game. If you look at the trailer, there's one portion of it where Jan is like in a crouch position. That is not in the chapter, but it's in the trailer, which tells us that there's more to the fight scene that they're showing us. And there's also, I don't think it's confirmed, maybe it is, but there's also, I do think it's confirmed because Mayman said he played like 5 chapters, so he basically seen all of this stuff already, right? So basically what you have is the video that they released, the like 10-15 minute chapter 1 video, is not the full thing. They cut out a lot of stuff in there with other characters, and they're saving that for the full release of this game. And that's what this leak is basically showing. It's showing you segments of the chapter that was cut out. And it kind of shows you the order in which the first events of the chapter will take place. That's why it's kind of like a spoiler. But even then, it's just like the first segment of the game. In my opinion, bro, I don't want to see any story leaks at all. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, you're spoiling people by sharing the roster. I don't think a roster can be spoiled. I think it's important for people to know what they're buying. If Tekken 8 is asking you to spend $300, $200, $100, you should know full and well what you're buying, from characters to game modes to everything. I think it was kind of not good that Tekken 8 did a pre-order before the full roster was announced. That's not good in my opinion. So that's why I think the leak was kind of better than not, because it shows people you're not paying for Eddie, you're not paying for Armor King, you're not paying for Anna. It shows them exactly what they're getting. But different story. What I think is interesting about this is that the extent that they're going to keep all of the story elements a mystery, I appreciate that. In an era where so much is revealed through trailers and marketing, Tekken 8, they're showing us a lot, it seems, but really it doesn't even come close to what the full game has to offer.